Hello 10th class, welcome you all once again in your online classroom. Students, we were on chapter number 2 of history, growth of nationalism, and I tell you about the factors promoting the nationalism. In the previous video, I tell you about the two factors, that is the economic exploitation and the repressive colonial policies. Now in this video I will tell about the social religious reform movements and the role of the press. First of all, social religious reform movements. These movements were led by various associations such as Brahmo Samaj, Arya Samaj, Satya Sodhak Samaj, Theosophical Society and Ramakrishna Mission. So these are the associations and various reformers work in these associations to remove the social evils and to revive our Asian culture for the India. These movements played crucial role to eradicate social evils. तो सबसे पहले जो social evils थे like सती प्रथा, child marriage, polygamy, and also they worked to promote the women freedom, women education, to open girls schools like this, and to revive pride our Asian culture and heritage. You know now it very well that Britishers considered us inferior, but now these associations told the Indians that we have a pride past, we have a that is a well planned civilization in our past, that is the Indus Valley civilization, and we have the Vedic period. In this way we have a past to which we must pride on our Asian culture and heritage. Means Indus Valley civilization, which was a based of the others world civilization, we must have a sense of pride on these things. Now there are the two great reformers in our syllabus. We will mainly talk about them. First of all, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and second is Jyotiba Phule. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was called the father of modern India. Now the contributions of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. First of all, he founded Brahmo Samaj in 1828. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a founder of Brahmo Samaj in the year 1828. He spoke for the abolition of sati. Dear students, it is due to the efforts of the Raja Ram Mohan Roy that Lord William Bentinck banned sati system in the year 1829. He was opposed the caste system, तो caste system की अंगेज थे. He advocated Western education. इन्होंने Western education को advocate किया. That Indians should get the Western education to be modernized. He set up Hindu college in Calcutta. तो इन्होंने Hindu college set up किया कलकत्ता में. He emphasized women liberty. Women liberty को advocate किया इन्होंने कि वुमेन को फ्रीडम होनी चाहिए टू गेट द एजुकेशन इन अदर मैटर्स ऑफ द सोसाइटी आल्सो. ही वाज एंगेज आइडलेट्री. आइडलेट्री मीन्स मूर्ति पूजा. तो ये मूर्ति पूजा के अंगेज थे. ही वाज एंगेज आइडलेट्री मीन्स ही वाज एंगेज द आइडल वर्शिप. ही स्टूड फॉर फ्रीडम ऑफ प्रेस. अब कहते थे प्रेस मीन्स यहाँ पर जो हमारा उस टाइम पर एक्चुअली न्यूज़पेपर्स was the main part of the press. तो ये चाहते थे कि जब प्रेस को फ्रीडम होनी चाहिए टोटली. He advocated about the nationalism. Nationalism means love towards one's nations. तो उन्होंने जो स्पिरिट थी नेशनलिज्म की, सेंस ऑफ फीलिंग ऑफ प्राइड टुवार्ड्स one's nation, it was inculcated among the Indians by the Raja Ram Mohan Roy firstly. Then he also advocated right of widows to remarry. अब इन्होंने कहा जो विधवा औरतें होती हैं उनको राइट होना चाहिए दोबारा से रीमैरिज करने का. इवन ही आल्सो एडवोकेटेड दैट वुमेन मस्ट हैव द राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी. प्रॉपर्टी पे भी उनका राइट होना चाहिए. These things are advocated by the Raja Ram Mohan Roy. First of all, he founded the Brahmo Samaj in 1828. He spoke for the abolition of sati. He opposed the caste system. He advocated Western education. He set up Hindu college in Calcutta. Emphasized women liberty. Voice against idolatry. Stood for freedom of press, nationalism, and he advocated right of widow to remarry. Then, according to Rabindranath Tagore, Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a father of Indian Renaissance. तो रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर ने कहा कि राजा राम मोहन राय जो है he was a father of the Indian Renaissance and prophet of Indian nationalism. So this is a view about the Raja Ram Mohan Roy by the Rabindranath Tagore. Second is the contribution of Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Phule, first of all, actually he worked mainly for the Dalit Samaj. He formed सत्य शोधक समाज in 1873. तो उन्होंने सबसे पहले सत्य शोधक समाज को एस्टेब्लिश किया in 1873 में. इस जो सत्य शोधक समाज जो था इसका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या था? टू लिबरेट द शूद्रास. अब शूद्रा जो थे दैट वाज अ लोअर कास्ट पीपल. टू लिबरेट द शूद्रास एंड प्रिवेंट देयर एक्सप्लॉयटेशन बाय द ब्राह्मीन्स. जो ब्राह्मीन्स उसको एक्सप्लॉयट कर रहे हैं शूद्रास को, लाइक दे वर नॉट अलाउड टू go to the temples, to go to the public places and take the water from the public wells. तो in this way जो ब्राह्मण्स जो एक्सप्लॉयट कर रहे थे शूद्रास को उस टाइम पर, तो he formed the सत्य शोधक समाज in the favor of the शूद्रास. He emphasized women education. तो women education को एडवोकेट किया इन्होंने. He opened schools for girls and for the lower caste. तो उन्होंने स्कूल्स ओपन किए गर्ल्स के लिए और लोअर कास्ट पीपल के लिए. ही ओपन ऑर्फेंजेस, अनाथ आश्रम खोले इन्होंने. जो यंग औरतें में जो जल्दी छोटी एज में ही जो विधवा औरत हो जाती थी उनके बच्चों के लिए ही ओपन ऑर्फेंजेस. ही एडवोकेटेड विडो रीमैरिज. तो विडो रीमैरिज को भी एडवोकेट किया इन्होंने. ही अपोज द चाइल्ड मैरिज. तो चाइल्ड मैरिज के जो अंगेज थे कि जो छोटे बच्चों की छोटी एज में उस टाइम मैरिज होती थी, he was against that system. Against the sati system. He opposed religious dogmas. Religious dogmas क्या होता है? देखो, blind faith. जब हम किसी रिलीजन को उसके जो भी रिचुअल्स ट्रेडिशंस है उसको ब्लाइंडली फॉलो करते हैं विदाउट एनी क्वेश्चनिंग, दैट इज कॉल्ड द डॉगमास. तो ही अपोज द रिलीजियस डॉगमास एंड ही वर्कड फॉर द क्रिएशन ऑफ इक्विटेबल सोसाइटी. वो कहते थे कि इक्वल सोसाइटी होनी चाहिए. कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि ब्राह्मण्स जो है उनके पास ज़्यादा पावर होनी चाहिए, ज़्यादा उनके पास सुपीरियरिटी होनी चाहिए इन द सोसाइटी, एंड दलित्स रिगार्डेड एज अनटचेबल्स. सो ही वर्कड फॉर द क्रिएशन ऑफ द इक्विटेबल सोसाइटी. तो दीज आर द कंट्रीब्यूशंस मेनली ऑफ द ज्योतिबा फूल. दैट इज ही फॉर्म सत्य शोधक समाज in 1873. He emphasized women education. He opened school for girls and for lower caste, opened orphanages, advocated widow remarriage, opposed child marriage, gave the sati system, opposed religious dogmas, and worked for the creation of equitable society. Next, our last is the role of the press. What was the contribution of press for the formation of the national movement of India? First of all, some newspapers were Bengal Gazette, Miracle Akbar, Shom Prakash, Indian Social Reformer, Amit Bazar Patrika. So Amit Bazar Patrika was a newspaper at the time when that is Viceroy. When the Vernacular Press Act was passed, right? When the Vernacular Press Act was passed, then at the time Amrita Bazar Patrika transferred itself to the English language. तो उस टाइम आपको पता है जब ये that was act was passed, Vernacular Press Act, उस टाइम restrictions थी vernacular newspapers के ऊपर that they cannot publish anything against the government, and it was not on the English newspapers. तो उस टाइम पर अमित बजार पत्रिका ने खुद को ट्रांसफर कर लिया था टू द इंग्लिश न्यूज़पेपर में. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज मराठा केसरी. रसगोफ्तर was published by the Dadabhai Naoroji. Sambad Kumudi was a newspaper. It was a weekly newspaper of the Raja Ram Mohan Roy. English newspapers were at the time Times of India, Pioneer, Madras Mail, Statesman. And the contributions of the press क्रिटिसाइज द रॉन्ग डूइंग्स ऑफ ब्रिटिश. तो इन्होंने क्रिटिसाइज किया जो भी रॉन्ग पॉलिसीज थी ब्रिटिशर्स की. प्रेस अवेयर द पीपल अबाउट द रॉन्ग पॉलिसीज ऑफ द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट. प्रेस एजुकेट द इंडियंस. इट अरोज्ड द स्पिरिट ऑफ नेशनलिज्म. तो इसका काफ़ी प्रेस का बहुत बड़ा रोल था. यू नो इट वेरी वेल. उस टाइम पर कोई रेडियोज नहीं थे, कोई मीडिया इतना नहीं था, ओनली प्रेस ही था उस टाइम पर. ओनली न्यूज पेपर्स वर देयर हु हैड प्लेड अ क्रूशियल रोल to arouse the spirit of nationalism among the Indians by telling the wrongdoings of the British government, by aware the people about the wrong policies. Then they also mobilize public opinion on important issues. जो लोगों की opinion थी, it also mobilize. तो press ने ही mobilize किया public opinion को in all parts of the India. Students, these are the factors which we discuss in 2 videos. That is the economic exploitation. In the economic exploitation, I told you about the poor village economy, decline in handicrafts, then tax burden, draining of resources, effect on middle class. The next is the repressive colonial policies. This is a very most important part of this chapter by the Lord Lytton. The policies framed by him: the Delhi Darbar, Vernacular Press Act, Indian Arms Act, ICS examination, and Iberville controversy. And today I discuss with you social religious reform movement, that is a contribution of the Raja Ram Mohan Roy and the Jyotiba Phule. And then last is the role of the press. So this part of our chapter is completed. Have a nice day. Goodbye all of you.